Hey everyone, JR here at Pandy's. Just want to go over a couple quick pruning tips. Get a lot of phone calls this time of year, and I thought I'd show you guys real quick on how to do some things. It's a beautiful day out here in the garden center. We finally got some rain, so we're able to do some things. I know we have a lot of these spireas. People have them at their house, and they're done blooming. What you want to do is just give them a little haircut. You always want to pick a good pair of shears. These happen to be one of my favorites. These are Okasunis, made in Japan. And what we're going to do here is just go through real quick and give it a light haircut. I'm cutting off some of these dead blossoms, evening them out. You can really get brutal if you want and take it back really hard, but we want to keep the size on this. And we'll go through here. I like to do it because I'm getting old now and I can't bend over a lot. Well, I still can, but it hurts at the end of the day. So that's kind of what you want to do for your spireas. Okay, the next thing we're going to move on to, we're in one of our gardens here at Pandy's, is this is a globe blue spruce. Now, when you buy these things, they're 18, 24 inches, but over 20 years, they have a tendency to grow. A lot of people will get out the old shears and just go at it. Wrong thing to do. What you want to do is get a pair of pruners and go in here and make some pockets in here. The key in any pruning is to prune so it doesn't look like you pruned. So I'm getting rid of some of these that are grown a little ahead of the curve, and we're just going to kind of punch these out. This one's a little higher. We're going to get rid of that. This also makes for an easy cleanup too. Just get yourself a little bucket, and before you know it, you'll be done. Go ahead. All right, guys, the next thing I want to prune or shear here is green giant arborvitae. Now, these are great plants because they have a tremendously nice, strong single leader. So if we get a heavy snow, and that could happen mid-May, we've seen it happen before, you're not going to get these broken branches and all that. They grow quick. They can get 25 feet wide, maybe 20, 25 feet tall. Great plant. But as you can see here, it's nice and large around the bottom, and then we're getting this top growth here. A lot of people say you should never cut the leader, and what I say to that is figure out where your plant is going to look the best and just trim it. What I like to do on these guys is, see how I'm taking off just a little bit of the edges, the tips here and there. You don't have to get crazy with going real hard on these things, but just a little tip here and there. When this thing reshoots out, then it is just going to be extra thick and full. It's counterintuitive. A lot of people want their plants to grow, and they think if they just leave them be, they're actually going to grow faster. But even that little bit of a trim will actually thicken these guys quicker than quick. There you have it. Done. Okay, next one we're moving on to is the white pine. Again, beautiful, nicely sheared plant here, but see how we're getting this crazy growth up top? So we want to go through, tip these like we just tipped the arborvitae before. We get up to the top, we want to, you can't really tell if it's got a central leader or not. It's got like 6 or 7 of them up there. So we're going to meticulously look for a certain leader, and we're going to say that one. We don't want it to go too terribly higher than the rest of the plant, so we're just going to trim it just like that. Now, same thing holds true. This is actually a Norway spruce here. So again, we're going to go through, tip this top here, and this is going to give you that Christmas tree effect that you get, just a real thick, full tree. Again, we're looking for something here to make into a central leader. So we're trimming these guys. Again, just a little bit, little tip, little here, little there. We're kind of like that one better. So we're going to make that the central leader. The problem is, if you do not cut these, just coming over to this big one, we got what, 3.5 feet of growth out of the top of that. If I don't touch that, the next year I'm going to get 3.5 feet of growth. I'm going to have just a stick there at the top of this thing, and nobody wants that. So that's my tips of the day. I hope you learned something from them. If you got any questions, give us a call. Have a great day.